Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Anita, TAPN2U life coach and teacher. How are you this morning? In this morning, see, it's morning where I am, so it's 7:30. This 7:30 Wednesday morning. So I like to say the day, the afternoon, the evening, wherever you are. So let me say this space. How are you in this space that you're in? I trust all is well. All right, yesterday was a good day. I didn't come on yesterday. Not sure why, but didn't. Anyway, okay, but the last time that we came together, the just to recap, the vibe was spending time with yourself. And hi, Leslie. Thank you. Spending time with yourself and welcome. Spending time with yourself in solitude. The thought massage was free work. What would you do for free? And then the key was cause for pause. Cause for taking a pause for something, or a reason for you to pause for something. All right. Okay, so this morning, again, welcome. Thank you for sharing your space with me. I truly appreciate you. And you know how we do before we go out and entertain, embrace, and engage the thoughts of others. We take the time to entertain, embrace, and engage the thoughts of our own. And before we do this, let's speak on today as far as the vibe. All right, today is a wonderful day to create. A day is a wonderful day of dedication to think about what are you dedicated to. I know I was thinking as I was waiting for 7:30, because my time is 7:30 to come on, and I was thinking dedication, and I remembered at one time how I was in the thing that I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to make $1 million. And this is where I was going. I'm going to make $1 million, and then I'll figure out how I'm going to do that at some point. But my goal is to make $1 million. Well, as I'm learning myself through thought massage and meditation and connecting and really being enjoying my journey in connecting with the love, power, presence, and wisdom of the Creator within me, I've learned that I wasn't dedicated to that. That wasn't my dedication. My dedication lies elsewhere. Now, of course, now what I am dedicated to as far as my work, of course, acquiring $1 million, that's nothing. That can be acquired through what I'm doing. But for me, for my dedication to reach $1 million, no, I realized that was not my dedication. My dedication, of course, is to my family. My dedication, of course, is to myself. My dedication, of course, is teaching. I've always, and this was on another thought massage, I've always, as long as I can remember, I've wanted to teach. I've wanted to represent people, be an advocate, because that's a advocate for the not necessarily the physical or the earthly rights of people, but the intrinsic, knowing the worthiness of, I've always wanted to do that as long as I can remember. So that's my dedication, though, or I should say, those are my dedication. And I ask you, what is your dedication? What are you dedicated to? And again, these are thought massages, and this is all about learning and recovering that the other part of us, other sides. One time I heard someone say that we're one-dimensional. Oh no, we're not. We're so much more than that. We're so much more than that. We have, we have the human and we have the divine. You know what I mean? And it just so happens that I think that we've just gotten used to the the part of us that we can see that we've gotten away from going into the deeper part. And I know I'm sure you've probably heard this, where someone said, I don't know who, but they said we only use 10% of our brain or something like that. So we use the brain is more superficial to, or more closer to, the physical manifestation of the earth. Meaning, we're more human. then well, no, I was going to say we're more human. We're not more human. Forgive me. I just saw a Facebook text, so forgive me. We're both. So anyway, the dedication. What is your dedication? What are you dedicated to? And also, it's a day of creativity. And here's something for you. I was also thinking that I've always enjoyed teaching. And then when I was at a place, and I shared this before, I was at a venue because I do all natural soaps and body products and different things like that. Not only because it's just wonderful for your skin, but it's just a mental, emotional thing to know that you're not putting these preservatives. At least for me, it's a natural high for me. When I'm in the shower, I'm chilling, but it's a wonderful feeling. Anyway, I was sharing the things like the different preservatives, and the guy, the husband, he said, "Well, what's your name?" And I shared with him. He said, "Oh," he said, "and now I've taught another." And I said, "Huh?" He said, "And now I've taught another. That's your name." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, ANITA. And now I've taught another. And I love that. This occurred maybe 5 years ago, and I still have that piece of paper in my wallet, and I bring it out. And even this morning, when I thought about that, I said, wow, I'm getting, as long as we're on this planet, we are always recovering things about ourselves. And that is so beautiful. I mean, it's just a joyful thing, because when I thought about that, I said, my God. I mean, the roads that I've gone to in search of what I'm thinking is my intimate calling or something, it's right in front. And now I've taught another. As long as I can remember, I've been a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher and an advocate. It's wonderful. Anyway, here's something for you that if you may want to try. What is an acronym? What is your name? And it's a day of creativity. I bet you'll come up with it because you're in sync with the vibe. You choose this day to say, okay, let me think of my name and come up with an acronym. I bet you'd be able to do it because the day is the day. The day is the day of creativity. And also, what are you dedicated to? Okay, and I'd love to hear, once you do, not if, once you come up with your particular acronym, please share it on either, however you're watching this, either YouTube, LinkedIn. I put it on YouTube, LinkedIn, Google, tap into Facebook. Please do that. I would love, and I did this for you guys. Here is at the top, this is my email, TAPN2U@gmail.com. And then underneath, that's my website, CT, and that's .org. Okay, and I put it backwards. And as I was writing this, it took me a minute, it took me a couple of cards to do this. And I said, I said, that's something, because I hadn't written backwards. I used to write backwards all the time. I mean, it was just second nature. As a matter of fact, when I was a child, that's how I wrote. And the kindergarten teacher used to share with my mother, we've got to get her to write. She keeps writing this way. We're trying to get her to write this way. And I don't know if it's because I'm strictly southpaw, because I am a southpaw, you guys. Yes, I do things with my left hand. When I first started driving a stick shift, it was so hard for me to maneuver that with my right hand. But of course, I got that. We're gonna get what we want, what we're gonna set out to do. You know what I mean? If that's what we really, really, really want to do. So anyway, I used to write backwards all the time, and that took me a minute. So that also share with me. I'm gonna write some more backwards because it took me several cards to do this. And at one time, it would have been soup. I would have did it like second nature. But it's one of those, you know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's no big deal. You just bring it back, kind of thing. So I'm going to be practicing that today. I want to bring that back. I want to bring that innate, I want to bring that natural gift of that I was given from the universe to write backwards. I'm bringing that back. Where it's going to be more easier for me to do that, because that's something I want to keep. I just now decided that that's what I want to do. Okay, so all right, so that's the vibe for today. Creativity. Come up with your with your acronym and see what you come up with your first name. Mine is, and now I've taught another teacher, and then and for me, and if you want to know your personal vibe for today, like I said, email me, TAPN2U, TAPN2U at gmail.com. See, today my personal is direction, and they go together. Of course it is. I mean, we're all one. It's all one energy, so of course it's going to go together. So my dedication, I'm going to be dedicated into my personal vibe as far as direction. My energy today is to look and reflect on where my direction as of today, right now, starting now, and as I'm talking with you, that I'm going to continue today to think, okay, what direction am I going into? And the direction is going to be, yes, the direction is going to be based on my dedication. Self-recovery is beautiful, and so are you. All right. Okay, so for today, the thought massage is, you are the treasure, the map is within, and love is the compass. Today, the thought massage is my ideal career is. Okay, my ideal career is teaching, and that's, all of this, when this is being gathered in the morning before I come on, this is not planned. It is a go with the flow. It is a go with the flow kind of thing. You know what I mean? So nothing is, okay, let me fit this with this. Because it's going to be, I don't have anything to do with it fitting. You know what I mean? I'm just in the mix. I'm going with the flow with it. Having some fun with it. You feel me? All right, so my career, my ideal career is teaching. Now, either orthodox or unorthodox. Teaching. That's my ideal career. Now, and I ask you, what is your ideal career? Now, here's another thing for another stimulating thought for you. Whatever you're doing now, your work, if it's not what you think is your ideal career, and I had to write this down, if it's not what you think is your ideal career, let me ask you, what can you do to make what you do your ideal career, at least for the moment, to get closer to your ideal career? And the reason why I'm asking this is because, again, just because I heard before, and I'm sure you guys heard it too, that it's been said, never be content, never be satisfied where you are. I disagree with that. I disagree with that for one reason, because I'm thinking, well, if we're not satisfied, that means lack gratitude. We're lacking our blessing that what we have right now. We're lacking gratitude. That does not mean to say that, okay, I'm content, I'm satisfied, I'm not going to grow. I no longer want to propel and no longer want to progress. That's not what that means. That simply means that I am content, I am blessed. I recognize and realize the blessings that I have now, and I can make it work. I have the authority to make wherever I am, my work or my situation, my work, we're talking about work now, I can make my work be the way I want it to be simply by the way I'm thinking about it. I don't have to change anything out here. All I have to do is change what's in here. And then once I change, you feel me? You see what I'm saying? So being content and being grateful for where you are now, what does that bring? That brings blessings. That brings blessings. When we're content, we're blessed. Thank you. Thank you. I thank the job that I have now, and it is my ideal career. When I was in the Michigan Department of Corrections, my ideal career, that was my job. However, just thinking about it, my ideal career would have been then thinking in the mix of sharing and being part of something, of a foundation that's making the whole unified. Or speaking with, when I was in the prison setting, making my ideal career would be talking with those brothers and learning some things. You know what I mean? Ideally, I was learning some things because today, what they taught me then, I recognize today as in the silence and solitude. That's one thing those brothers taught me. They didn't know their talent. They didn't know their genius. They didn't know the gift that God had given them until they were sentenced and made to sit in the silence and solitude. And when they tapped into themselves, that's how I would have made that my ideal career. In probation, my ideal career would have been when I was talking with people, creating budgets, making sure people got paid right. My ideal career, making sure, oh, these people are counting on me to pay their bills. That's my ideal career, being of service. So I ask you, yes, today, whatever your job is, if you feel that, and if you feel it is your ideal career, kudos to you. And if you feel that it may not be, kudos to you. Again, what can you do to make what you do your ideal career for the moment? For the moment. We're not saying forever. We're saying for the moment, because what you're saying is, I am grateful because there is latitude and gratitude. And what does that mean? The more I'm grateful, the more I'm going to grow, the more I'm going to levitate. Yes. Yes. All right. All right. This was, yes. Okay. All right. So that's the thought massage for this morning, this evening, this afternoon, in this space for this day. What is your ideal career and how you can make it wherever you are? All right. The next thing we have is the key. All right. And we take deep breaths from the diaphragm. And are you doing that? Are you practicing breathing from the diaphragm? And I'll add another component to you. If you are, when you breathe in, to start, count to 3. Like when you're breathing in from the diaphragm, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Do that 3 times, okay? Because that also helps with the deep breathing and the calmness and calming you and different things like that, all right? Okay, so we're going to go on to the key, and let's see. All right, there are 2 of them. I'm going to read 2 of them. The first one was, how about getting your project out of the closet and start working on it again? You'll be glad you did. Dedication. And again, I was thinking again, here we go, this, TAPN2U. I mean, we got to know, I was thinking, okay, how would I know what I'm dedicated to if I don't know me? If I don't know about me? I mean, that's, so it's always about tap into you. Get to recover the beautiful you. All right, how about getting that project out of the closet? What are you dedicated? What is your dedication? The key today is work and discipline, one of the keys. And then the second one is whether it's the pep in your step, the swag in your style, the eloquence in your speech, the elegance of your style. Be bold. Be you. Express yourself. What is your acronym? If you don't see how this energy, how the energy just comes, it is one, you guys. Acronym. Be bold. Be you. Express yourself. The key is confidence. All right, so the 2 keys for today, or for tomorrow for you, if this is your evening, or, okay, for right now, we're going to say, all right, the key is work and discipline, and then confidence. Confidence. How are you confidently working and being disciplined? All right, you guys, thank you so much again for sharing your space with me. I hope you enjoyed today's thought massage. And if you did, if you're watching on YouTube, please, if you would give me a thumbs up, LinkedIn, give me a message. I get it through my personal email. I really would appreciate it. And I would love, I'm still waiting on that. I'm getting some dialogue, and I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you. I reach out to those of you who have shared these thought massage, who have engaged in conversation with me. I want to share with you. I want you to know that I truly appreciate that. Me sharing these thought massages, That's what keeps me going to share the thought massage with you. So I just want to say thank you, because that's a boon for me. You know, we all have self-esteem, and it needs worked on, and support and different things like that. And I want to share that you do. You inspire me. So I want to thank you for that. Those of you, if you feel that this has helped you in any kind of way, please feel free to share it with your Facebook family, friends, and community, YouTube, Facebook, Google, wherever. And again, I would love to I would love to receive some acronyms from you guys. Okay, mine is, and now I taught another, ANITA. So what's your acronym? What's your acronym? You're gonna learn some things about yourself and your dedication. Okay, all right. Oh, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tap Into You day. The journey and self-recovery is absolutely beautiful, and absolutely so are you. Bye.